Hey everybody! Alright, it's August 1st, so let's find out what's going on this month. I'm gonna do a reading for the month of August now. I'm just gonna relax here and then we'll just see what Spirit shows us, okay? And dang it, it's gonna be good. If it's not good, it's still gonna be good. It's always good. Alright, so let me relax and then I'll see what comes, okay? So I'm just seeing the name, the word August, and I'm experiencing what is the first part of August, the first day of August. It feels really timid, like I'm peeking up out my head out of a hole and I'm looking around like I'm a gopher and I'm just checking if it's safe to come out yet. That's what it feels like. So my spirit guides asked me if it's safe to come out now, and I say, it's always been safe to come out. Why have I thought I needed to be hiding in a hole? So they're talking about energy has been really bogging us down and making us feel like we're in the dark underneath the ground in the layers of a deep space. I definitely agree with that feeling. I've been pretty exhausted from the energy that's been hitting the planet lately. It's just been overwhelming for me. It's been really sensitive to me emotionally. I've been feeling a lot of variations in just emotional stability. It's just sort of strange. I feel like a teenager again, and I just crying for no reason, feeling overwhelmed by fears that don't even make sense, of seeing things that are not related to what is my normal experience as Abby in this life. And it's sort of like the scary darkest parts of my spiritual atmosphere just pushing themselves towards the surface, and they feel like pins and needles that are poking through the skin, and they hurt. And it's been very challenging for me. I've been constantly calling Archangel Michael to come and help me rebalance. And then I always say, I ask for 1,000,000 angels to enter into my spiritual atmosphere and help me inhale the light of all, and help me inhale the love of all, and to know that I am surrounded and protected by love at all times. And so I do that, and it really helps. 1,000,000 angels is nothing in an infinite universe. You can call 1,000,000,000 angels. It really is good, because our human mind sees 1,000,000 as, wow, well, that's kind of a lot of angels. Well, why not just call 1,000,000 angels? Don't you want a lot of angels in your spiritual atmosphere? Yes, you do. Call 1,000,000 angels. They got nothing else to do but love you. So that's what I've been doing. So it's kind of interesting to see this image at the beginning of August, because I've been wanting to feel like a normal person again, you know what I mean? And so it's just been really energetically draining, and it's sort of, you have this hardcore energy hitting the planet, is hitting us all and making us all feel a little off balance, and showing us all a different perception of our feelings and of our thoughts, of the way we choose to live in society. And we all feel vulnerable. We all feel strange. You know, and it's all good. It's all good stuff, but it doesn't feel good, you know? So anyway, I want to get back to this August reading, but let's just see what I'm getting relaxed. I basically have no choice but to see what comes next. They're relaxing me, and it feels nice, to be honest. I don't like thinking about those ways the energy feels, you know. I just keep focusing on the things that make me happy whenever I feel overwhelmed by it. They're saying that everybody should be always focusing on the things that make them happy and the things that they can do to make others happy too. How do you create an ascension? How do you create a vibration that allows human beings to move up on a planet into a higher realm of expression and identity? You have all human beings bonded together with more love in their heart than what was there before. And so the love in hearts across the globe, we have to acknowledge, are starting to love more than what we had currently been experiencing. So that love energy starts vibrating us upward like an invisible elevator. And so the energy takes us up, and our bodies are not accustomed to it, not accustomed to that vibration of experience. then it's freaking us out a little bit. But part of it too is you still have energies hitting the planet that are having you comprehend, you look at things differently. So you're standing in a room and you've always been looking at straight ahead, and now all of a sudden the energy is changing you, and now you are looking to the side and you're like, oh, I've never seen it that way, or I've never seen what was over there. I don't like what's over there. That's not comfortable because I've always been looking straight ahead. I want to look straight ahead again because that was all I ever knew, and that was felt good for me. And so we have to start turning and turning and turning and seeing more and more and more, so we create a spiral that then lifts us upward. And it's hard. It's very hard, but it's just part of the experience. So I've been looking forward to August because I want August to really be an awesome month where I start feeling balance, normal balance, and normal experiences again. So I've been curious to see what August would share. So let's just get back on that bandwagon and see what comes next. So they're again just showing me just a peaceful tide. I just feel a peaceful energy, that's all. I feel an energy that makes me want to relax and makes me want to rest more. I feel energy that makes me want to explore things that are reflections of positive experiences that are stress relieving. Nature walks, looking at the lake with the sun setting, things like that just feel good and are nourishing, are simple and are extremely peaceful and beneficial to the body. Connections with Mother Earth is really what this is about. This is what this feels like to me. Because when I connect with Mother Earth, I feel that meditative state. I feel that natural healing sensation she provides me. I feel balanced energy, and it heals me inside and out. It heals all of my expression, and it's amazing. So I'm imagining I'm walking around Gray's Lake, and just to do a lap around is August. So, I'm still walking around the lake right now. This peaceful energy is really refreshing. I feel like I'm at Gray's Lake right now, walking around the month of August. So let's see what happens next. I guess I didn't indicate that I had saw the number 6, and so I'm moving into number 7 is what they're showing me. I don't always indicate dates or days or anything, but that's what they're showing me. So moving from 6 into 7, there's some sort of tide change. Let's see what this is about. I'm literally looking at the lake, and there's an odd mini wave. And it's not massive. It's not going to take out the beach or anything. It's just an odd mini wave. I don't even know what inspired that. It would actually be funny to see in real life and actually experience it, because you just don't know where that ripple came from. It's like 2 feet tall. Is not going to take anybody out at Gray's Lake, but it doesn't make sense either. So I'm asking them what this is about or what this means. And then they're asking me, what does it mean to me? I'm telling you, it means something. Okay, I guess I do have a sensation of what it means to me. It means when I experience it, when I'm there with it, when I'm feeling it, watching it, is something unusual in the way the normal experience is. The normal experience is there aren't waves of this kind. This wave is unique to all the other waves, and it isn't hurting anybody, but it is definitely noticed and felt. And some people will find a great deal of pleasure in that because it'll feel good to some people. Other people will look at it and say, what in the world is that, and why is that there? When I see it from that angle, I start feeling sick to my stomach. And when I see it as a gift, I start feeling happier inside. So they're really forcing us to start choosing to see things as the positive and not the negative at every turn. Whatever we can do, it's kind of an odd manipulation strategy, but it works. I mean, you can manipulate yourself to being miserable by just thinking about the worst sides of everything and just being frustrated and angry about everything, feel like nothing works for you. Or you can say, you know what? It is what it is. This is the life that I choose to experience, and I'm just going to make the most of it. And I'm going to trust that everything that is taking place on the planet this time is good. It is good for all human beings and for generations of human beings to come. And so for me to experience this today is giving a gift to all human beings across the globe and to my children and grandchildren and then some. There's something good about how we are trying our best to get through this. You just keep trying and you see from the positive side of everything, and that helps you be able to surf the wave a lot easier than if you're just going to get freaked out by it. It's basically what they're saying and what that feels like to me. So just something about a spotted wave that feels like a leopard or something. It's strange because leopard, do they have spots or aren't those cheetahs? But the word was leopard, but it was leper, like illness. But it was a spotted wave, and it makes me feel sick to my stomach to see it. And it hurts when I touch it. So I'm asking him about this. It's got quite a reactive energy. When I interact with it and choose to experience it, it feels angry with me. It gets mad at me for wanting to try to help it feel better. They're talking about some of the waves are going to rattle cages, and there's going to be some what feels like gross realities coming into our eyesight, and some of us are going to want to heal them and try to make things better, while some things that are going to happen are going to be hard to digest, is what that feels like. I'm not getting this radiation that we're suddenly all that's going to be an outbreak and we're all going to get sick. It's more related to what feels like an energy reaction that is going to inspire some truth to surface. And it's going to be hard for some of us to tolerate what that is. And we have to just keep trying to see the positive again. Because there's some truths that are coming out related to the structure, making decisions, even decisions about who will be the next president, or big things in the media style, kind of like that. That's what it feels like. Big things that have what is a controlling force over all of us, who feel like the little guys who are just the little fish in the pond, and we give all the power to some bigger fish. But it feels like it honestly feels like we are all involved. That the little fish and the big fish are starting to create an equilibrium where we're going to start wanting to say, I didn't like the way that looked, and I didn't like the way that felt. And to be honest, I really don't like anything to do with that, and I never did like it. And it feels like people could really be inspired to react to some things, some truths. They aren't telling me, they aren't showing me. This is just what it feels like. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing when people feel inspired to vent or share what has been hanging around inside and upsetting them for some time. And then people start to say, there's something to this. That's how you reorganize a structure, is you look at the parts of the foundation where it's gotten kind of sick and ill, and you try and find ways to improve that through the expression of wisdom and truth. You didn't acknowledge, you knew it wasn't quite right, But it was, it is what it is kind of thing. But now you're forced to look at it, and now you're starting to feel it inside, and it doesn't feel good, and you want to see change. So there's something amping and ramping and waving for some people related to this. Let's see what else happens. I see a guy falling out of the sky, and he has a parachute on, and he's coming down like he's going to land. The sun is out. He's in darkness. I can't see what he looks like. He's just a black shadow of a man. But I can see his parachute clearly. I can see the sun. I can see the blue sky. I know we're at Gray's Lake, and it's colorful here and bright, and it's beautiful. And then the beach, and there's the lake, and everything is nice. He's suspended in midair. I'm encouraging him to come and land and be a part of the beach where it's nice and warm and it's relaxing here. But he can't seem to know how to. It's like he's completely stalled out in midair. I'm trying to help him come to the ground. He literally was. When I started to acknowledge his presence, then he stopped coming down, and now he won't come down at all. He's literally in midair, that he's completely stopped and stalled out. Everything feels like it's filling up with muddy water, and we're getting closer to him, and it's getting gross. It's like this whole thing just started flooding out with gross, dirty water for 20 feet of water, and we're coming up to his feet now in the water. I'm just watching it and waiting for understanding. We're all stalled out, but I'm able to touch his foot now. He just seems like he can't make up his mind, like he can't make a decision. And when you can't make a decision, now somehow the decision was made in this way to come to you. If you are not going to come to us to experience the love and joy, now we have a catastrophe of gross muddy water that is now coming to you and forcing you to make a decision. Do you want to experience a beautiful beach, or do you want to sit there unable to decide, and now you see that the world changes and forces you to make a decision in this gross way? We are encouraging you to say it is okay to have feelings and to have needs and to want to actually experience a beautiful beach and to want to experience rest and relaxation. And that does exist here for you. You don't have to wait until the world caves in before you can finally decide that you should have taken a break all along. It is something odd like that. I'm telling the earth that I understand what this is about. You neglect what the truth is or what your true needs are, which the true needs of a human being are quite different than what we actually experience. The true needs of a human being are to be constantly in oneness with nature, and that is the truth. Even in oneness with the insects and with the animals, with the sun, with the stars, with all the trees, all the grasses, the water bodies, with the air we breathe, with each other. That is what is the true balance for a human being. And when we now put the balance into these creations that are moving us out of balance with Mother Earth has to show us and teach us through means of catastrophes in order to help us see the value of taking care of her too, which she also then takes care of us. There's something odd about this wisdom is the wisdom they want me to share. Mother Earth wisdom. Make August about seeing that you belong here with Mother Earth and that Mother Earth is here to nurture and take care of your needs and your stresses and to help you relax and to heal you. Help Mother Earth see how valuable she is to you, and then start doing something to make her feel appreciated. And it's really strange because I got to take a little bit vacation, and I went to the northwestern rainforest, and I never been to the West Coast before, and I was so blasted away by how extraordinary the nature is out there, how ancient it is, how interconnected it is, how alive, how strong the trees are, and how amazing the voices are in the forest there. And I just feel so thankful that that forest exists still, because it could be chopped down, you know? And so we need the nature. And so that's my crybaby moment for the video. It's true. But since I've come back, I've thought about ways that I could be more Mother Earth conscious, and it's kind of hard because our society really here in America, we're users and abusers. We like our paper plates and our paper towels, and we do recycle, but there's more to it than that. And so I've been making a point to make sure I use my dishes and not use paper plates. I have kids, so it can get overwhelming with just constantly needing a plate and another bowl and another piece of silverware. And so you get lazy, right? So, but there's something to saying, you know what? I'm not going to be lazy about this, because I want this forest to stay here for me and my kids and their kids and so on and so forth. And I want to see forests grow like this all across the earth. And if we start now, in another, 100 years, like, they just keep interconnecting and growing and communicating and speaking and aging. And it's just so much beauty in that. And one crazy thing that I realized was when I use a paper towel, I actually connect with the tree that gave me the paper towel to begin with, and I thank the tree for what it shared with me in order to clean my house or wipe a countertop off or whatever. We can use dish rags, So these are just things that I'm thinking about, things that I've become inspired to care about, that I always did care about, but I care about it on a deeper and more meaningful level. And that is something that is important for all of us to start caring about, because we only have one Earth. How many more years can we go through you walk through a grocery store here, or a Best Buy, or a car lot, and I think about where all of the resources that it took from the earth to create everything in here that is going to be duplicated, triplicated, quadruplicated, and on and on and on for years and years to come. And how many more years can the earth do this and try to sustain our lives? The more nature we have, the more healing and more balanced. And I honestly do feel that the experiences of depression and anxiety and panic attack is part of us, our bodies experiencing what feels like the death of a planet. And so we too are somehow enduring a suffering of a different level that is emotional, because we are part of the earth as well. We're part of an interconnected grid, just like the trees. Just because we have a brain in our head and have a thought process doesn't mean trees don't have a brain as well. It's just a unique system of thought process. It's just a different version of consciousness than we have. And it's important and valuable to our sustainability. So that's part of the message too. But they're really sharing what is mid-August, and this whole thing is really to open the eyes, and it's really, really focusing on green and really focusing on Mother Earth, even focusing on eating more organic foods. It's expensive to eat organic, but what is it to get yourself some blueberries? Just treat yourself to one organic container of blueberries, and that's special. That came straight from Mother Earth without any pesticides or without anything else. It's pure from Mother Earth to you. And you just give yourself that mini treat, and it makes you feel special inside. But they're really encouraging human beings to smile more and enjoy life and really feel that nature is here surrounding you and is going to help human beings through this whole thing. It even feels like this is kind of the voice of Mother Earth saying, I'm here and I feel your pain and I want to help nurture you through this transition period because I know it's hard for you. And so even now, she's unwaveringly loving despite how we've treated her, right? Because what our understanding was before was that we want to come out of a depression and we want people to have money. We want, stability of a financial system. We like our cars. We like bigger houses. We want, more and more and more. And now we have all these products and sales and marketing and there's just more and more of this and only to get to a point where we realize that, I think we let it get away with us. And it's about time we started looking for solutions that actually help us align with the earth and not take from the earth, but work with the earth in order to accomplish our goals and dreams. So how can we work with the earth in order to become a more advanced society of more advanced expression of human thinkers? We cannot do this thing without Mother Earth. We cannot. And we cannot do this thing as human beings who reject the earth. The earth comes first and we come with the earth, all in balance and in oneness with each other. And so that's important, and that's really what this wisdom is about. A lot of encouragement out of the hole, and we're already out, and by mid-August we are really starting to breathe a lot more fresh air, and we're really starting to feel welcomed by Mother Earth and blessed by Mother Earth, and so thankful for her trees and natural settings and the places that our towns and cities and just the earth reserve for us, because that is good. That is good when cities and towns make decisions to preserve natural sacred spaces for the people to enjoy. And if you live in a city or town, then go enjoy your special place. Or if you live in the middle of the nowhere, then just you get to enjoy that every day, and that's special too. So let's see what else they say. We're kind of moving into the 17th. Before we were on the 14th, and now the specific number is 17. So let's see what it's like here. I see something really brown, and it's hard to make out what it is. I'm trying to go into it. I'm trying to perceive it like it's a door that I can walk through and it will show me the wisdom. It has kind of a hard to digest feeling about it. I mean, I feel like I'm in compact dirt is what it feels like. And it's making me feel slightly delirious and like sick to my stomach. My spirit guides are telling me this is only for the purpose of the wisdom. This isn't actually making you sick to your stomach. It does feel that way though. So it's unnerving for me to experience it. Then they're asking me they're sharing wisdom, and this is how it comes to me. It comes to me as when we get feelings about the unknown, things that we can't make sense of, and they make us not feel good inside. We call in angels to come and help us, and we know that our alignment is quite balanced with them. That they are as much a part of our realm as any other realm in an infinite universe. We choose to not see them. Somehow we are blocked. But if we could see them, we would see them as clearly as other human beings, as clearly as the trees, as clearly as the birds. And then suddenly we would acknowledge that they are here with us. They are here with us. We just haven't developed the sensory ability to see them here with us yet. But we're on our way to seeing that one day. And to know then that they are a part of our world even if we can't see them. So if something makes you not feel quite balanced or sick to your stomach, you call angels to help you through it. That's what they're saying. So I'm calling in angels to help me through this experience so we can understand the wisdom. it's sort of a gross closet where things are coming out that are like pitchforks and sharp shed objects, things like knives that you would cut things with. It's kind of an odd closet underground, a deep hideaway space. And it doesn't feel good when I see it, but I'm having the angels open the door, and the angels interact with what is inside while they help me to balance with the truth of this wisdom, which could be painful. Old past wisdoms that are trying to surface might get stuck in the process, and it could feel a little uncomfortable. And when these things happen, you call for angels. This wisdom is really for those who are sensitive to energy. Because those who are sensitive to energy are impacted by this in very extreme ways that are different than those who aren't working with energy all the time. So it starts unearthing things that make you feel vulnerable. So you work with the angels to help you overcome these challenges. We're on all different levels of experience and challenge for the soul. So some of us are experiencing really physical human style challenges in our human lives, while those who are really spiritually sensitive are experiencing the human life plus an extreme wave of challenge from spiritual energy, and you have long old veins of past life wisdom surfacing, making you feel derailed, making you wonder what world we are living in, making you wonder if you're going to survive this thing, making you wonder all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's not who you are or how you have ever felt or what is your true truth. It just suddenly has happened out of the blue, and it's just part of the energy transformation to help you move up a vibrational ladder. So you have to get the goo ball out of there in order to clean the wound. You know what I mean? You clean the wound, you get the pus and the grossness out of there, you get the infection out, and now the wound can heal. So you got to get the shed objects out of the old shed in order to fill that space with love and heal it properly. So we might hit some spaces that feel a little uncomfortable in there, but just keep calling for angels and keep making your way forward. There's constant encouragement. Just like the guy who got stuck in the sky, he got scared for some reason about coming down to the beach. He wasn't so sure about it. But yet, why wouldn't you want to enjoy the beach? We're all here having a good time relaxing, you know? So they really keep encouraging us to find more ways to relax, be at peace, and these choices are continuing to raise the vibration across the globe. So now you see when it gets really frictional and we're really overwhelmed, we are forced now to start choosing more peaceful experiences, more relaxation time, more time to heal and find stress-free, moments in our day. And that is continuing to raise the vibration across the globe. So now you see the benefit of this. So let's see what else. So as we continue, I'm seeing the number 20. And there's quite a large piece coming out of my mouth. Like I'm releasing some old energy. I am in the scene, and I am releasing a lot of old built up energy. And I'm feeling like this has just been so much to get to this point. And I'm releasing it, and as I'm releasing it, I feel distracted from everything. The only thing I can focus on is releasing this energy, and that's it. There's something about a concern about being energetically protected as I go through this release process. And yet there is no harm coming to me. It is merely a fear concocted by the human mind. And they are encouraging more release of the old energies. Constant purging of old energy. So keep purging old energy. It's like, oh my gosh, can we please be done with this? So I'm just continuing to watch. There's some sort of band or tribesmen, and they've got spears and they're dancing in a circle around me as I am trying to get out this energy. And it's coming out very, very slowly. So I'm not feeling. I'm just waiting right now. I'm waiting to come to my senses. I'm waiting to understand what this is about. There's an angel that comes down to help me release the energy just out of this angel's own accord. And then there's nothing else that matters. There was some vulnerability I felt in the experience, but I'm watched over and loved by heaven and taken care of. It's interesting because this angel looks like Avery, the human alien, in an angel with wings and everything. And so it's quite a refreshing thing for me to see and experience his presence here, helping me. Because he's kind of an angel in my life, but he's also... I've never seen him as an angel before, so I'm just... With wings, I've always seen him as just a human being who lives on another planet, but, you know, not he looks human, but he's not exactly human, you know? He's not our version of human. So I don't see, everything is just this sort of being dissolved by his energy of love, and anything that is not of a vibration of love, it sort of has no reflection here. It doesn't... It has a existence, but I can't see it. All I can see is love, and I feel comforted by love, and I'm sort of blinded by it as well, and that I can't actually see anything at all anymore. I just feel like I'm being held, you know? Like I'm being taken care of. And that I keep trying to see what was there, but I don't see it there in the way that it was before. This dark energy is not... I don't understand its relationship with me because I'm being held by love. I don't know where it went. I can't see it. It isn't here with me. I'm just staying here. It's quite strange because the feeling is like I'm an innocent child being held by a loving parent is what the feeling is. And I'm just crying and feeling thankful. That's what it feels like a rejoice, you know? Like an ultimate rejoice of thankfulness. A blessing that love is real, you know? So we'll see what happens next. My spirit guides are saying that this pathway that we are on right now, it feels like some of us are on different levels of the same. And so some of us are going to experience some of these episodes while others will not. And right now there's different versions of terrain. And some of us are kind of here at this level. Some of us are here at this level. Some of us are here at this level. And so, but we're all somehow blended on the same... I mean, we're somehow here together, but I don't get how we're on different... I don't understand that. I've been hearing a lot about this Mandela effect, and I definitely do see some interesting... I'm going to tell you that yes, I do relate to that truth. And there's something about this that they're showing me that is strange to me, and it reminds me of that. But not in a fearful way, or some of us are going to go up, you know, to a new level of, you know, earth, and others of us are going to stay in the earth hell. And it's sort of, I am not going to do the Bible version of some are going to be freed to heaven and everybody else is going to hell. It's like, no, we are all ascending together and we're all in different learning phases. Some of us are young souls, some of us are old souls, and so we're on different vibrational levels of comprehension of the truth. And so, but we're all ascending together. That is how I feel and experience this. But I do feel there are different versions of the energy being challenging much differently for sensitive spiritual people than for people who didn't ever had that awareness, you know? It's just a different effect. It's quite strange. This next picture, I basically see a cookie that is broken apart in different pieces. It's still somehow in oneness, but some of these parts are vibrating in the hell version, and some of them are vibrating in the love version. And it's starting to split apart, and people are gravitating towards a version of the cookie they like. The cookie that is where their friends are. It's strange. I mean, the scary version is they're all in this thing together and they all love each other in their really weird, demented way. And the other cookie is we're all a part of the harmony, of this version of harmony. I mean, even darkness has its own sort of chaos harmony, you know? So it's just splitting apart into pieces, and it's breaking apart and separating. That is what they say August 27th. I'm experiencing being on a part of this cookie like it's an island of a total cookie, but there's different versions of the island, and we're different levels of vibration, banding together in different ways with each other. I can't really relate to the cookie. I don't really understand. I'm just seeing everything happening, and I feel confused by all of this. That is where I'm standing as I'm watching everything happening, and I'm seeing all this happening, and I'm feeling confused by all of this. And my spirit guides asked me what I'm confused about. And the odd thing is I'm on this one cookie piece all by myself. And then there's lots of people on this sort of cookie piece that are still bound to an old system. There's lots of people on that cookie piece. And then there are lots of people too on this cookie piece over here where they're really taking care of each other, are trying to work through this thing and trying to bring out more dreams of love in order to transform this whole globe. And it's interesting because what is a flat cookie is now breaking apart, and it's starting to grow into an orb sphere of energy. I'm not sure why I'm on this cookie piece by myself though. So I'm creating a bridge so that we can enjoy the different cookie pieces together. So I'm walking over to this other cookie piece where everybody is helping each other. And so I can be a part of that experience too. And then others can come over here and enjoy this other cookie piece as well, where we can share our love over here too, where there's nobody over here now. We need to have people over here as well so we can share love over here in this place. We can't forget about this place. But what about that place over there? There's nobody standing over there. We need to go over there and help that cookie piece too. We need to help all these little cookie pieces. There's little crumbs as well. There's nobody standing on these little crumbs. And so we're starting to create bridges to all these different fragmented pieces of a cookie that are literally starting to turn into a warped image of creating an orb sphere. And so it's not flat anymore, it's creating an orb sphere of energy. And we're starting to spread out and create bridges of connection. The people on this love cookie are coming on these other pieces of cookie, so there's more love spread across. And this odd sort of dark cookie over here, we haven't entered over into the dark cookie. we're gonna hang out together where we like it over here with our love people. We're like, I don't really feel like going in that dark cookie. There's too much negative energy over there. It doesn't sound yummy enough to me to go over there right now. So we just keep building bridges to all these other cookie parts that needs more love and need. It's odd because the dark cookie energy is congregated in this like circle here, and there's all these other cookie pieces, and we're just building bridges to all of them except this sort of contained, quarantined negative cookie piece. And there's no movement off of the negative piece, and there's no movement onto it either. We're just really wanting to build bridges where we can share love across to other places and let love transfer back and forth between these cookie pieces. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that. It's kind of interesting because it's the more love that sort of goes across the globe, the more this odd cookie piece pushes further and further away, and it doesn't really have a relationship with the whole that is being created. At first, it started to solidify into the orb, but it's sort of not being allowed here, because the more love that is shared, the less we want of that other stuff. And so we're like, yeah, let's just brush the dust, get that out of here. And we want a clean place that's full of love and balance and harmony. And that dark stuff that makes us feel gross and sick to our stomach and want to cry and not feel the love of all, that can go. And, that just be off and as a part of our history or something. A part of some history that we won't relate to one day, because it just won't even make sense why it ever got that bad, One day it'll be the Mandela effect will be, so there were TVs? Because that doesn't, there was a Walmart, there's... People actually hurt each other and went to war. Like, that made sense that people would want to kill each other. Aren't we all human beings? Don't we all have flesh and blood? Don't we all feel pain? Don't we want to nurture each other's wounds so we can feel happy? There's something about that. You have a world where the only thing people relate to is happiness, and how can you comprehend the terror and the nightmare that we've agreed to up until to the point of now where we're starting to want to see things differently, So there was this idea that I had that I feel like, we watch the news is sort of a big part of everybody's life. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what's going on. But I don't watch it because I don't want to feel the vibration of more of the same. And it would be neat if there would be some special awesome group, which I could see like a younger generation inspired to create happy news or something. A news channel dedicated to showing awesome stories, and it would not be boring. I think this has been thought of before, but people just figured it wouldn't. People just love the drama too much or something. It's like, do you want to watch Jerry Springer or do you want to watch fishing? Like, I don't know but there are some really exciting and beautiful, extraordinary good things going on in the globe, and we need to get more saturated with that truth, because we get the manipulation of which the truth now through this vein of wisdom is that everybody is suffering, there's more war and chaos, there's no hope for humanity, and everything's going to hell, right? We get that out of our day-to-day life, and all we know is that human beings are coming together, planning out extraordinary scientific, tools and strategies, working with Mother Earth, coming up with new architectural ways of building houses aligned with the trees themselves, working with energy, working with, doing miraculous, extraordinary things to help each other. And you're getting to see the miracles. You're getting to experience the good. And if that was all there was on TV over and over and over and over again, and every commercial was about how to enhance the organic, foods, or drink pure water, or cleaner air, how, we need to hear everybody gets a bag of seeds once a year in their mailbox and are encouraged to go plant trees wherever they're inspired on any plot of land. It's just, just to change what is the truth. Once the truth is chaos, now that's all we experience and know and understand and balance with. When the truth is that we believe in isn't chaos, when the truth is love is everywhere and love is all around us and is actually happening in our physical world, not just by invisible angels that love us, now everything changes. Now we start to say, oh my gosh, you're right. there is truly good that is going on in this world, and I'm able to see it, and they're actually broadcasting it, and it is a part of everything I'm being spoon-fed on my radio, on my television, on my products that I buy, whatever. Eventually, it would be nice if one day we didn't have to use money as the only means to share a thank you to those who provide goods and services, So you have people with, farmland. We really need to be trying to find a way to promote healthy food for every single human being. Every person should not be, should be eating foods that are not full of pesticides, should be eating naturally grown foods inspired by Mother Earth, by those who are in oneness with her as a creation. That she is the only source of truth that we have left. In order to create balance, we have to be balanced with her and let her show us the way. That is the truth. That is the truth. And now we find peace and comfort and healing and relaxation, and now we know how to handle this August month, right? We just keep working with Mother Earth this month. That is what they keep showing me and keep sharing. More images about love, happiness, human beings continuing to try to come together, find new ways to really showcase that good is happening in this world, to trust that we are being taken care of by those angels who love us, millions of angels in your spiritual atmosphere, or even those loving beings from the stars that come and take care of us too, and help us to sort of see that the darkness was never there to begin with. It only felt dark, And so they're saying August 31st is another day of celebration. Every day of August should be a celebration of life. No matter what it feels like, you are to celebrate life and to know that something about the encouragement and the positive feelings of going and taking care of yourself in nature. And if you do that through the month of August, you definitely deserve a reward by August 31st to celebrate even more, just to do more nurturing, loving, extraordinary things for your body and for your family and for those you love and those you don't even know. Just share love with them too. And so that's how we keep moving up, It's how the cookie gets more loving people to create a sphere of love across the planet. And then nothing else matters. So that is it. I guess that is one extremely long August forecast. I didn't realize I was talking forever. I was so into the images, I guess. I got kind of out of it. All right. Well, I think that's a pretty good August message. Just hang in there with this energy thing, because I know I'm dealing with it too, and it's hard. But we're going to make it, okay? And we make it together. And we can do this thing together. And we just keep smiling and trusting and knowing that this is for the good of all, and that we aren't just left out here alone in the middle of the chaos desert called Earth. We are taken care of, even if we don't always see who is taking care of us, always know how they're taking care of us. We are taken care of. All right, so that's my video. Thank you for watching. And if you're interested, I do psychic readings and spiritual healing at my website. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I'd be happy to get to know you. My website is abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.